We take care of the vineyard. So we grow the vines from the beginning to the end of season. Winter's a dormant time of season, so we're doing a lot of property management in winter. But we're from seeding in November, which is a cover crop, to mowing that cover crop and then disking it into the soil, using fertilizers, adding nutrients into the soil, to pruning, suckering, all the way to harvest. In the soil. It all starts in the soil. My family's been doing it since '94. My grandparents and parents purchased the property located up in Calistoga. 50 acres, 36 planted. When we purchased the property, it was around 20 acres planted. We actually had to rip out about half to a leaf disease and replanted it to 36 acres. All estate, we do produce, we negotiate one wine, and that's our Sauvignon Blanc. We make that because my mom loves Sauv Blanc and got to keep mom happy. Yes, but I think as far as the branding of Cab Franc and the selling of Cab Franc, it's really coming around. We make it as a single varietal. We don't do any blending. That's what we're mostly known for. But the Cab Franc, either people love it or hate it.
That's true. Yeah.
And if you love it from all over the world. Usually, I mean, there's obviously instances that you're just like, okay, I don't like this one. But it's a slow grower. It's not as, at least on our property it is. It typically gets picked after Cabernet Sauvignon. This year, it actually will be picked on the same day, which it jumped up in ripening. It's been slow growing as well. When we planted it, we weren't getting too much off of it, but now it's really come to maturity, which is nice. We make a 100% Zin, a 100% Merlot. The Zin is about a quarter of an acre. We actually had to, it used to be planted to Malbec when we purchased the property, but the deer loved it so much that we weren't getting a crop. So we actually planted Zin instead, and it was meant for mostly like the family, for our table wine. And then we were like, when we started the business, it took off and people really enjoyed it, so we put it in as another one of our SKUs. It's going to be a really good vintage. It's kind of like slow barbecue, slow and low. So we had we had a big heat spike in July. All of July was kind of our hottest month, and the rest of August, September, it's been that kind of perfect weather. Not too hot, not too cold. When you're getting into the hundreds, the vines are kind of shutting down and kind of trying to survive. So when you can kind of just stress them enough, you really get that really good fruit development. We sell 85% of what we grow, though. So we're talking about we will grow it throughout the year, and then we'll sell it to them as we'll do a certain amount of years in a contract. Throughout the year, we will do what we do, on all of the property, all of the acreage. When that comes, we'll discuss, but and if there's something that they really want to do that's very different than we typically do, I mean, we'll talk about it. That doesn't mean we'll always do that. It's all a conversation. In the end, it always works out. Being in the vineyard, though, we have one piece of property, so we're not bringing in tonnage. We don't have a winery on property, so we're not, and we only make about 1,800 cases. So we do custom crush, which is like renting an apartment at a winery. You rent the equipment, you rent the space, you rent the time. You make your wine there, you age your wine there, you bottle it there, and then we store it at a temperature-controlled warehouse. So we stick to the farming side of things. We've had the same winemaking crew team since '99. Ignacio Blancas. No, he's amazing. He's been consulting with us and is our winemaker since '99. No, he loves it.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see the passion and the growth, really. Well, you got to come visit then.